Hi there! Today we are going to walk around the city center of Mexico City. We came by subway to Zocalo station, and right on the going out from the subway we saw this main city cathedral. It is called Mexico City Metropolitan Cathedral, and it is really beautiful inside. There is a really big and beautiful organ, very beautiful altar, and magnificent atmosphere. We liked it very much, and as we are full-time travelers, we get tired very easily while sightseeing, so it was almost enough for us to go home from the city center, but we decided to explore more, of course. The main square in the city is really vivid, full of people, bustling, diverse. There are a lot of different characters, a lot of really beautiful buildings. Only the smell is not that pleasant, but still walking around it is a really great pleasure. There are a lot of museums, some of them are free, some of them work without money on Sundays or Tuesdays, so you can get there and explore them too. Oh, and look how interesting, this car needed to cover its wheels to get into this square. You see, the facades of the buildings are breathtaking. I do love architecture, houses, streets, cities, and of course I enjoy Mexico City very much. And here, right on the main street, you can find a camp for the homeless. It is really unusual. Yeah, you see the cathedral and the homeless. Even though the city center is not considered to be much of a safe area, walking here feels quite safely. You can also buy here something like local street food or souvenirs. There are a lot of police, so that's why you don't worry while filming something with your iPhone, for example. And here is the main street, the main pedestrian street, I mean, of course. And actually it gives me the impression that its vibe feels similar with the New York vibe, though I have never been to New York or to the United States. So if you live in New York or you have been there, please write in the comments if this atmosphere resembles you of this city or I'm wrong and it is absolutely different. And also write if you have been to Mexico City, did you like it or not, because it is very interesting for me. As we do love these streets, we do love this city. Again, there are a lot of beautiful buildings with various facades. And when you're walking, you are thinking that, yeah, you need to come here several times to look deeper into all the details. There are also a lot of organ gringers who refuse to play if you are filming them. It's very interesting. Oh, here is ancient dam. Let's get inside and look at the prices. $10 are like 200 Mexican pesos, and the prices actually are quite high. They are not cheap. It is not the cheapest H&M in the world which I have ever seen, though it is also not the most expensive one. We got hungry and we decided to visit the Burger King, and here the prices are quite good, of course. I don't switch the ATM to English because I'm learning the Spanish language. My husband speaks Spanish fluently, because he's a Spanish teacher, and I am still learning. We came across a free and really beautiful art gallery. Just look at the building, look at all the details on the walls. The exhibition is dedicated to some floral patterns. some nature stories, but actually in such buildings the exhibition is not the main thing, and you can also get a lot of pleasure from looking around. See a very interesting thing here? Yeah, let's go inside. By the way, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my vlogs around the world. It's really beautiful, right? So let's continue our walk. We are coming to Palacio de Bellas Artes. It is an art gallery and a theater. And actually, I still cannot believe that we are in Latin America, that we crossed all the Asia, SNG, Balkans, Europe, and now we are in Latin America. It is really fascinating. And here is Palacio de Bellas Artes. You see how many people are around it. It is a very beautiful building, one of the main buildings in the Mexico city, and actually it is, I think, one of the symbols. But inside the territory of Palacio de Bellas Artes, there are much less people. So of course we decided to get inside and see what's there. As I mentioned, it is a museum and a theater, and the entrance is free on Sundays. That's why we decided to visit it on Sunday, because the price is like $5 for a person. And here you can find an exhibition of Diego Rivera. He was a very famous Mexican painter and husband of even more famous Frida Kahlo. There are some murals which he made, but actually it didn't impress me much. I liked the building much more. Oh, you see some Russian vibes here. It's a mural about the revolution. Hi Lenin, long time no see. Actually, I even visited some flats where Lenin lived when he was young, when he was not that young. Yeah, there are a lot of places dedicated to Lenin in Russia. But we are still in Mexico City, and there are a lot of beautiful and interesting things around us. Even the souvenirs are really peculiar. For example, you can find a little bag like an avocado. Yeah, you see my husband is laughing that here we should keep our money in an avocado. Quite a good idea, I must say. And I'm still looking at the buildings. For example, look at this one. It has, even I want to say it has very beautiful facade, a lot of details, very beautiful roof. Yeah, I like it very much. And we are going to use the subway again to get home. And one more peculiar thing about Mexico subway, there are special wagons for women and children. Yeah, so it is much more comfortable to travel in them. And there are also some reminiscences of old civilizations inside the subway. It's very interesting. And it's Sunday, we're back to the city center, and it is surprisingly empty and quiet. And we asked the policewoman why it is so, and she said that it is a marathon going on today in the city. It is a museum. It is not free on Sunday, as the people told us, but there is a really big queue. But we didn't want to visit it. Actually, we found some bicycles which we can use, and to use them you need a subway card. We have one, and we will try later. So you see the marathon running people, and actually they are quite crazy because the air in Mexico City is very thin because we are high in the mountains. So it is very hard even to climb stairs. You feel like you're old, yeah, and you start like breathing like after getting to the third floor, for example, and these people are running and a lot of people are supporting them, so they are really heroes. Yeah, you see. And it seems that the Mexicans do really love running. And we do walk around the city. For example, let's get inside this one, beautiful, and it is a post, Palacio de Carreo. But we want to visit one more art gallery, National Art Museum. It must be here, and we want to check if it is free on Sunday or not. And it happens to be free, it happens to have free entrance on Sundays, and I actually couldn't film there. I needed special permission, but just look how beautiful the building itself is. There are a lot of beautiful details on facades, again, artful ceilings, yeah, and this building was built right for the museum. It was not a castle, not a palace, just the building for this museum. It is just magnificent. I do love such hidden gems. And we also came across a really charming book market. I tried to buy an exercise book for Spanish, but I didn't manage to do it. So thank you for watching my video and sharing my emotions with you. It's been Tanya Zhakova. See you in my next videos. Bye bye.